What else? What else was South Carolina debate? What else happened there? Once again, they asked this question. Hey, Bernie, how are you going to pay for health care? $50 trillion is the price tag. You've only come up with $25 trillion. That's a lot of money. Come up with 25. We can at least get half of Bernie care with that, right? But this is actually an easy question to answer. Just say, Bloomberg's going to pay for it. It's easy. It's simple. It's Jimmy Kimmel joke. It's funny, but it's accurate, too. How you going to get health care? Mike Bloomberg's going to pay for it. That guy's he's going to pay for it all. So we learned that Amy Klobuchar, she's anti-coronavirus, very, very anti-coronavirus. She is not a fan. Joe Biden on North Korea, he's going to stop the diplomacy. He's going to keep on saber rattling. So reversing the only good thing that Donald did in his 4 years. Biden is wrong on North Korea. So is Elizabeth Warren. And so is Pete. Old Mayor Pete. He said that he's passionate. He's passionate, Pete. Very, very passionate, at least about discipline. I won last week's debate. Bloomberg declares not wearing any clothes. Unless he was just joking. Last week when I won that debate, is that what your yes men said? Or please tell, you're kidding, right? You're joking, right? That's like Mexico's going to pay for it kind of thing. That's not a real thing, is it? Bloomberg said that black folks are not responsible for the 2008 Great Recession, which is correct, and that also means that Mike Bloomberg has reversed course on this policy plank. So 2008 Great Recession, probably the mortgage crisis, Fannie Mae, interest rates, not black people, right? That's okay. So Mike Bloomberg, he reversed course by, not blaming black people for the 2008 Great Recession, but he hasn't reversed course on stop and frisk. He just said that it's gone too far. It went too far. When they were frisking for big gulps, that's when it went too far, but he's actually still in favor of stop and frisk, especially if a cop is feeling frisky. You're feeling frisky? Then go on and stop and frisk away. So here comes Bloomberg America up against the wall, America, and what's this? A big gulp. Well, hell, time to give him a Baltimore rough ride. Come on, boys, let's take him on down to the station. We're going to have a good time. Bubba's going to be waiting for you. We're going to have fun with you. So old Bloomberg, huh? Old Bloomy Bloom. Tom Steyer owned a racist private prison, apparently. He said, no, but I've heard it before. I got a question mark on that. So Tom Steyer owned a racist private prison? Tom says Bernie's analysis on the problems of America is right, but the solutions that he proposes are wrong. And then Tom Steyer just started shouting, reparations! I'm for reparations! I'm the only one for reparations! Are you for reparations? You're not for reparations, and you're not for I'm for reparations! Moderator asked Bernie, do you love Jane, your wife, more, or communist China? It was a massive attempt to bash Bernie, but Bernie held his composure. Oh, what? Fidel Castro did some good. He was an authoritarian dictator, and he was terrible, and I condemn that, but he had a literacy program. So it's good to read. It's good to read. Anybody who has a literacy program, it's good to read. The progressive base of the Democratic Party will never trust Bloomberg. He's a dangerous candidate. It's very risky. He's a risky candidate because the progressive base of the Democratic Party will never trust Bloomberg. And since the progressive base won't trust Bloomberg, you're not even going to get the Democrats to come out to go vote. That means Democrats think they're so damn smart, pretending to be Republicans. Let's just, target moderate Republicans and fuck over the progressives. I'm sick of it. If Bloomberg is nominated, I just actually became a Democrat. So I've, went ahead, I grew up Republican, so I hated, Democrats growing up, and then I've gone with, Green Party and this and that. Never gave the Democrats a chance. I'm giving the Democrats a chance right now. You go with Bloomberg, what the fuck? You went with Bloomberg? You went with goddamn Donald Trump light, or maybe even Donald Trump to the right? You went with a right-wing Donald Trump. The only thing that we could beat Donald with is with another Donald, an even bigger Donald, a Mecha Donald. And he's not a bigger Donald. He's, so I don't even know if you could say he's more liberal or he used to be a Republican. So Liz Warren was 100% right when she says that, you know, the progressive base of the Democratic Party will never trust Bloomberg. That makes him a very dangerous and risky candidate. And you're trying to appeal to the moderate Republicans, and you're losing your own damn base. So Elizabeth Warren, she lied again. So she had a good moment, and then she goes off and lies about how she was fired from her special needs teacher job for being pregnant. So it makes it sound like that was pregnancy discrimination. Oh, you're pregnant? Well, then you can't come back here. You can't come back here no more. Now, before, she had explained that she was a teacher, you know, working as a special education teacher under an emergency certification, and then they told her that she had to go back to graduate school or go to college in order to get more college credits. She went and did some of the schoolwork, didn't like it, didn't like, you know, graduate school, didn't like teacher training, didn't like all that shit, which I could relate to. I'd rather her actually, you know, tell the truth and expound on the truth instead of making it seem like she was victimized. Well, she didn't return because, you know, she was pregnant, and, you know, clearly they didn't ask you to come back if you were pregnant. So just get on out of here, you pregnant lady, you. Get on that. You cannot teach children if you are producing children, apparently. So Liz goes to graduate school, didn't like it, and I think she goes to law school after this, and then she just says it wasn't for her. So I don't know if she told the school teaching personnel or the administration or principal, but it wasn't for her. Then she goes to law school and becomes a lawyer. So when Liz Warren is sitting there saying that she was discriminated against for being pregnant, and that's the reason why she quit. Well, what was this education courses? Why'd she explain the emergency certification? Why'd she explain all that if, you know, it was just flat-out pregnancy discrimination? So I am, you know, it could be both, but I'm definitely inclined to believe the second part, and there is a contradiction, right? You can only really be fired for one reason. You can quit. Well, I guess you could be fired for a number of reasons. I don't know. So working on emergency certification, Liz went to graduate school, didn't like it. So that's, I wish she would tell the truth because I can relate to it. Teacher training school is bullshit. They teach you how to oppress the students. They teach you how to, you know, teach them to shut up and sit down. It's all about oppression, classroom management. What it's not about is liberation. What it's not about is empowerment. It's about oppression. It's about authoritarianism. So you want to talk about authoritarianism of Fidel Castro, but you're not going to talk about the totalitarian authoritarianism in our government, in our corporations, in our public schools, in our colleges, in our, fuck, it's all goddamn hierarchy. Where the fuck is the democracy? You said there's democracy around here? Where is the fucking democracy? There's no where's ranked choice voting? Maine? They're not even using it this year. Where the fuck is democracy? There ain't no democracy in America. It's totalitarian fascism. It's straight up authoritarian, totalitarian, right-wing fascism. And it's maintained, it's all upheld through violence. So, yeah. That's all the notes I got about the Carolina debate. Overall, I think they tried to turn it into a Bernie bash, but Bernie just kind of, shrugged his shoulders and was like, yeah, well, I'm a grumpy old goat, and I'm going to say what I want. You say that, that's fine. You say what you're going to say, but I'm going to say what I'm going to say. And I think Bernie wound up winning. So he won because he was the front runner. He was able to, maintain. He was able to hold his composure. And, I don't hate him or dislike him. It wasn't the greatest debate performance that he's ever had. But he held his own, and he was able to take on an onslaught of attacks. They're all just throwing a bunch of shit on the wall, see whatever sticks. None of it's sticking. And that's fantastic. Talk about Teflon Don. What about Teflon Bernie? So, yeah, Bernie Sanders for the win. Bernie Sanders is going to go straight all the way to the end, to the promised land. He's going to build a brand-new progressive house. He's actually going to drain the swamp and then, build settlements there for the Palestinian people. He's actually going to make immigration better. He's going to forgive student loan debt. He's going to turn the post office and make sure they have banking services at the post office. He's going to give more money for 4-H. He's going to increase, money for Social Security. He's in favor of social spending. So, that means that you're going to have more money in your pockets for the social programs that are out there. And, he's going to legalize marijuana. He's going to end all the wars. He's going to do a bunch of great fucking things. Bernie Sanders is a badass. So, yeah, I don't hate South Carolina debate. You know, this is just, we're changing the trajectory. Before, we were the underdogs, and now we're the front runners. Before, they didn't expect us. Now they're going to attack us all the way until they can't attack no more. Now they are afraid. Now they see what we're, you know, Bernie Sanders looks inevitable. Bernie Sanders essentially won the presidency with Nevada. South Carolina and Super Tuesdays is going to seal the deal. And so, just like Chris Matthews, they're all going to have to, you know, pay some homage and give some fealty to, you know, the senator from Vermont, Bernie Sanders, because they've been bad-mouthing him and bashing him, and now he's going to be the Democratic nominee. Vote blue no matter who. So get in line, motherfuckers. Genuflect. Get down on one knee. Time for Hillary Clinton and Obama to come out and endorse Bernie Sanders, too. Newt Gingrich knows that's where the heart of the Democrat, but Bernie is the heart of the Democratic Party, or at least that's the Democratic propaganda. So if they keep on bashing Bernie, then that means they don't give a shit about the working class people. They've given up on the working class people a long fucking time ago. Democrats are for the poor, Republicans are for the rich. Bullshit. They're both for the rich. Neither one of them are for the poor. So yeah, if Bernie Sanders doesn't get elected, it doesn't clinch the nomination after winning all these races, this is historic. It's historic that he won 3 races in a row, and it's historic that the establishment Democrats, the Leviathans, all pissed off about, wait, what the fuck is this about? What the fuck? Wait, Bernie's getting, wait, we said blue, I know I said blue no matter who, but what I really meant was, I got something in the oven. I need to go get. I'll be back. Okay. So, yeah, South Carolina debate wasn't a total failure, and I enjoyed it. It was a good policy discussion, and we got to see what they're going to throw at Bernie. Right? Oh, he loves Fidel Castro. That's all you got. That's all you got, huh? He loves Fidel. You love Jane or Fidel more, huh, Bernie? So, peace. Vote for